Yo, RX back with another recap of UFC Vegas 74. And I know you're rubbing your eyes right now, thinking this ain't an RX video. I actually see shit on my screen. I finally got some shit to record with, and maybe people actually enjoy my videos a little more now. So, you're not just hearing my fucking voice, you're actually seeing shit. So, I hope you're happy. I'm fucking ecstatic. And, yeah, I hope the audio's good. I hope the audio's good. Hope it's not shitty like always. But, yeah. So, here you go. Something to actually look at on screen. So, not much more to say. UFC Vegas 74 happened. It was fine. I'll guess I'll speak more on that at the end of the video. But overall, I think it was a fine card. Nothing special about it. But a couple highlights, most lowlights, and then some mid areas. So, enough said. If you like this video, please like, comment, sub. 100 subs by the end of the year. And as always, let's fucking recap some fights, and you actually can see what I'm talking about for once. So, let's begin this card with the fight that opened the card, and it was shitty. We begin our night with Philipe Lins versus Maxim Grishin. Very bad fight. Very bad fight, to be honest. For 95% of the fight, Lins was holding Grishin up against the cage, and for the other 5%, they were striking a little bit and not even that good of striking. So, just a very bad fight overall. As we predicted. Come on, no one actually thought this fight was gonna be good. Like, let's fucking be honest, I guarantee you. Yeah, mostly picking decisions. The only finish that could have happened in this fight was a Lins knockout, and I thought that was gonna happen at first. Grishin did get clipped a couple times, hurt a little bit, but yeah, Lins' power actually didn't show up for this one, which is a little shocking. But yeah, overall, if you missed this fight, you didn't miss much. Definitely not a fight you fucking are gonna. Definitely not a fight I'm gonna fucking remember until I have to break down another one of these clowns fights. Yeah, not much to say here. Scorecards, you see them. I scored it 30-27, I believe. Only round you could give Grishin was the third, I would say. First and second, I think, were pretty clear for Lins. So, yeah, judges got it right here. It was a very easy fight to score and a very shit fight to begin the night. Not very much to say. It's Philipe Lins and Maxim Grishin, two dudes who are over 35 years old, already past their primes by the time they hit the UFC, if they even had a prime, because both of these guys are shit. Again, Philipe Lins' prime, like I said in my breakdown, was in PFL. That didn't take much talent to be good there. And Max Grishin was, I think, what, KSW or what, like, probably reached them. I don't think he was ever in Bellator or anything like that, so he's just fighting nobody's on the regional scene. So, yeah, both these guys are fucking trash. Let's not lie to ourselves, and, man, not much more I can say on that. To look at who they could fight next. Lins, three wins in a row is not bad, but again, old as dirt, and fucking shitty. It's not my bad thing. Grishin just looked like he was okay with losing this fight and being up against the fence, because he did not really look like he tried to get away from it at all. He looked just okay with being up against the fence, which, that's such a terrible fucking look as a fan. Or if you're a fighter and you're booked against Grishin, you know what you're doing now. Dude won't try and get off the fucking fence, so I don't know, pathetic performance by Max Grishin. So, who are they fighting next? For Philipe? Well, what's an idea for who they can fight next? Lin's 3 wins in a row for 205. That could get you a pretty good fight. I heard someone say, I think on or maybe it was either on Tapology or Instagram, I like that I like a Kutilaba fight. I think that'd be pretty interesting. Besides that, really nothing I can really see. I think Kutilaba would be good. Devin Clark ain't terrible, but besides that, I really don't see anyone that would make sense. Like, 205 has no fucking prospects, so you can't really feed Linz or Grishin to anyone. So I'd say Kutilaba or Clark makes sense. I'd probably lean Kutilaba. Yeah, I'd probably lean Kut. So, yeah, I'm excuse me. That's where I would go. I was gonna say another idea is Khalil Roundtree to fight with Chris Dawkins. Felser, so Linz could maybe step in there, but I doubt. He didn't take much damage, but I doubt he's gonna take that risk, so. Yeah, I would think Jan Kutilaba would make the most sense for Philipe Linz. Decent fight on paper, and very winnable for both guys. I'd probably go Kutilaba there, but we know Kutilaba's pretty fucking shitty, so I think that fight would make sense. And then for Grishin, Da Jung, the Battle of the fucking Giants. Always good. Negamarianu back on track. They could always feed him to Tyson Padro. They could give him to Devin Clark. Alright, the Tyson Pedro idea. Pedro will probably be on the Izzy card, 293. So that could work. Yeah, I guess I'll go with fucking Pedro, because I really not seeing anyone. I guess Devin Clark, if you want to get Devin Clark, an easy win. But even then, it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's like, if unranked 205 is so bad, is so shitty. Like, unranked 205, you got Carlos Alberg, and that's it. Isn't Dutchiku ranked? Maybe now you get to see the 3 tabs that I always have open for recaps. Yeah, like 205 is so shitty outside of the ranked guys. And Dutchiku, Alberg are the only bright spots, because, like, even the ranked guys suck ass. Like, this guy's a failed prospect. He lost his last fight. Come on. Shitty. And then you get good here. So, I don't know. 205 is a fucking joke. Like, from here to here it's alright. And Azamat Murzakanov is really good. But, man, you have a deep fall off. And by the way, this fight's stupid as shit. Izzy and Jamal Hill ain't happening. Stop being stupid, people. That fight's stupid. But, yeah, I'm getting off topic. Grishin versus whoever. Does anyone actually give a fuck? Dude's almost 40 and looked like a joke. So, yeah, not much more I can say in this one. Pretty shit fight to open the card. And, yeah, I'm not thrilled about getting my pick wrong, especially when the guy I picked didn't even try. So, overall, good win for Philipe Linz. 3 wins in a row. And who should they fight next? I like Philipe Linz versus Ian Kutilaba. And Grishin, who gives a fuck? Come on. Yeah, that was the first fight of the night. Not a good way to start, but I think we got a lot better as we hit our second fight of the night. Another fight I got wrong. If you look to your right, that happened a lot tonight. So, but we go to our second fight, which was an upgrade and a lot better, as we got Damon Blackshear versus Luan Lacerda. Great performance by Damon Blackshear. Holy shit. He gassed out Luan in the first, and when Luan kept going for that heel hook in the second, he just popped him in the face until the finish. A lot to unpack here. First of all, Luan Lacerda is garbage. Dude has no fucking gas tank. Second of all, how bad is Cody Stamann? That he had a very close fight that people say he lost against Luan. And then Damon 1-1 going into this fight. Blackshear destroys Luan. Huh? How? What the fuck? And great third fight for Damon Blackshear. Dude's shown promise in his first 2 fights against the law. He again got 10-8 in the third and lost after winning the first 2 rounds. And against Farid, Farid's just better. And Farid didn't have a good performance, but he's still just fucking better. So, like, I don't know, not really much to say here. For fight-wise. Great, like, Damon has shown promise, and it's actually good to see him actually deliver on the talent he has shown and get his first UFC win. It would have been, I guess, in a way, it would have been a shame if he would have lost this one and got cut, because he would have been. So, it's actually good to see him get a win here, and, he shows talent. Luan, why did they sign this dude? He is just shitty. He is shitty, man. Like, the Stamen fight was just fucking smoke and mirrors, clearly. Because, again, Damon Blackshear looked great. Not saying Damon Blackshear's some shitty fighter. He might be better than Cody Stamen. Fuck, Cody Stamen's shitty. But, like, it's weird that how Luan looks 2 completely different fighters in the same year in only, 5-6 months? It's weird. So, yeah, not a great showing by Luan, and a great showing for Blackshear. So, who could they fight next? Unless I'm forgetting something to talk about, which I'm not. I don't know what I could be forgetting. So let's look at who they can fight next. Of course, early in the card, we're not gonna get any fucking super big fights, but you never know. We could. Maybe there's a really good fight in the wings that I'm not saying off the top of my head. I feel like every week I'm doing one of these for a fucking fight idea or whatever for Bantamweight, and I guarantee you I've booked the same dude like 6 times. Not by choice, ever. But, what can you do? So, for Bantamweight, who could Damon fight? Like, the way I do these is I look down the list and wait for a name to wait to see someone that pops out as a good fight. A fight I heard, and it's gonna be a funny thing, this one, but I don't hate Johnny Munoz fight. I think that makes sense. Like, Munoz is coming off a terrible loss today, which I'll talk about. But I think that'd be a good step up for fucking Blackshear. Fight a veteran of the... Well, not a veteran, but a dude who fought a good amount and all of that. I think that'd be pretty good for him. Like, I don't love the idea, but I don't hate it. Would be another win for Damon, for sure. I don't, like... Bantamweight's such a weird division sometimes that, like, it's for these lower guys. For, like, when a upper level guy fights, it's really easy to book a fight to a point because there's so many good fighters. For these lower guys, they're decent fighters, but what fight actually makes sense? Yeah, I'm just not really feeling any fights. Like, I'm looking over these names. Paiva's always an option, it seems. Like, I guess Munoz, I'll go to fucking page 3 even to try and find someone, but I just don't think I'm gonna find anyone. Like, I know this is not, I guarantee you, my fucking audio, just my audio was shitty enough, but now I gotta see what I'm working with here. Yeah, I guess fucking Johnny Munoz would work just fine, so I'd go with that fight. And then for Luan Lacerda, I don't know what you do with this dude, because, like, you're gonna give him a layup, probably, but it's like, Does he deserve it? Cause the dude's just shitty. Like, the dude's fucking trash. Like, the name that popped off the screen is Simon Oliveira, another shitty fighter, 0-2, Brazilian, no gas tank. That would make a lot of sense. That could be on that Almeida Blades card, since it's gonna be in Brazil. It would be a good fight to have there, so I guess do that fight. Luan and Simon. I think it would be a fine fight. Battle the 0-2 gas Brazilians. So yeah, let's do that fight. So overall, okay fight here. Nothing special. Good comeback. Well, good third comeback for Damon. And for Luan. Dude, come on, man. You some shit. So who should they fight next? I like Damon Blackshear versus Johnny Munoz. And I like Luan Lacerda versus Simon Oliveira. Like I said, I think Damon and Johnny will make sense for both guys. And Luan and Simon will be fun. Brazil, Gap, two dudes who need a win. Do it. So overall, good win for Blackshear. I'm definitely gonna be looking to pick him in his next fight. Most likely. I'm not gonna say I'm going to for sure, but most likely I will. So after that, we go to the worst fight on the card on paper, and to an extent, it was even in delivery. It was what you would expect from these two, as we got Elise Reed versus Jinh Frey. It was Elise Reed versus Jinh Frey. In round one, Frey did take it, had top control. Somehow she got a bad hematoma. I still don't know where or when she got hit to get that, but what the fuck do I know? And then round two and 3, Reed took over, and I guess won. I scored the first 2 rounds for Frey, but I guess all 3 judges gave Reed round 2. 2 was the only really close round. 1 was clear for Frey, 3 was clear for Reed. It was round 2 that was a deciding round. I guess it was pretty close. I scored for Frey, but I'm happy they did give it to Reed because Frey is a joke. Overall, like I said, it was what you expect from these two. In round 1, again, Frey used her wrestling and won the round, but in round 2 and 3, I remember mainly being on the feet, and Reed was able to just be better. Frey, we know Frey's not good anywhere, so Reed really could have won anywhere. The only thing Frey had over Reed was strength, it seemed, because if you fucking look at Frey, she's giant. So that's the only thing she really had over her. Besides that, Reed was just better everywhere, and it showed. So good win for Elise Reed, and Jinh Frey still being Jinh Frey, a joke. So yeah, not much more. Like I don't know what you really want me to say about this fight. I weirdly talked about this fight for like almost 10 minutes of my breakdown, but in a recap, what can I say? I was right. Jinh Frey is terrible, and Elise Reed should be good enough to beat her like she was. So not much really to say there. I'm shocked they didn't fuck up the decision, like make it a split or 30-27. But enough of that. To talk about who they should fight next. Elise, the queen of win-lose, it seems, because she lost her debut, won her next fight, yada yada yada. Though she was gonna lose her next fight for sure. Because, like I said, loss, win, what the fuck? Who could Elise fight coming off a pretty underwhelming win? This chick's, I guess, still in the UFC, that's always an option. I don't know if Albazi is still in the UFC, but I wouldn't mind that fight, to be honest. Yeah, I guess Albazi would make sense. Albazi, or like I said, Brianna Fortino, I guess, is still in the UFC. She had a fight booked like last year, so that's an option, I guess. But I'll go Albazi because I know she is I believe still in the UFC. So that'd work. Or Demopoulos coming off a bad loss, but I'll go Kornelowski. I think that makes a lot of sense. And actually a very good chance for Reed to win 2 in a row. So, yeah, I'll go with that one. Again, I don't even know if Kornelowski is still in the UFC, but since I don't remember anything saying she got cut, we'll just roll with it. So, yeah, Elise, Reed, and Kornelowski. And then for Jinh Frey, I don't think I really need to say it. You see these 3 red boxes? Cut her. She should have been cut after this fight, but you know, she's not good. She's 38 years old. She's fucking garbage, man. Cut her, let her go back to Invicta, and just let her go. She's not good at all. She lost to Kay Hansen. Enough said. So, not much more to say here. Good win for Elise Reed. Happy she did get the win here, and yeah. Who should they fight next? I like Elise Reed versus Ariane Kornelowski, and cut Jinh Frey, please. So, not much more to say there. Got my first prediction right of the night, after getting 2 badly wrong, but as you see, I don't do very good tonight, picks-wise. Actually, I don't know, 8 of fucking 13 ain't awful, but what can you do? But after that, we move on to our next fight, which I actually got a good amount to say here, because I do have a strong opinion about this one that most people don't have, but I don't care. We have Muhammad Naimov versus Jamie Mullarkey. In round 1, it was what you expect these 2 crazy motherfuckers to brawl like they did. And then in round 2, they slowed down some, but they were still fighting at a pretty decent pace. And then, out of nowhere, Naimov hit Mullarkey with a nice, I believe, right hook that sent Mullarkey to the ground, but he never went out. And then Naimov hit a little more ground and pound, and they stopped the fight. Early stoppage. Jamie was defending himself. Jamie never was out. And we know Jamie Mullarkey can take way more damage. Same thing with Frivola and Dober. Early as fuck, because we know these guys can take way more damage than they took. So, I don't know, reffing lately has been such pussy shit. Let them fight, fuck. Like, I don't know. Whatever. What can you do? I guess, what was that? I guess you can ask, what would have happened if you didn't stop it? Probably more ground and pound. Which you can say probably, but we know Jamie Mullarkey. He's a dog. I don't know, it sucks to see a dude who we know is tougher than what he showed tonight be kind of not allowed to show more. So, I don't know, I feel bad for him, but he got clipped, I guess. And to talk about Muhammad, because I know he actually is the guy who won the fight, he looked fine. I thought James was going to break him, I won't lie. Like, I know I didn't say it on my breakdown, but I forgot to. Excuse me. I thought Jamie was going to break him. Sadly, for being my lock of the night, he didn't do that shit at all. He got broken, his chin broken. He didn't break a fucking thing. So, yeah. Naimov looked fine. Debut, 5 days notice against a dog. He looked okay. Like, clearly lost the first, and then getting the nice shot in the second. Like, I don't know. I want to see more from him before I say any more. So, well, I'm impressed that he could drop a guy like Jamie, but again, early stoppage, and I want to see a little more from him. So, yeah. But to talk about who they should fight next, as I have to go to Jamie's profile to actually get to rankings. Man, annoying thing on the walkouts and all that, I was thinking, man, after Jamie wins this, he could fight something like Drew Dober. That'd be an amazing fight. And then, fuck. I feel, fuck, that'd been such a good fight, too. It is what it is. So, who can Naimov fight? He's gonna be thrown right into the fucking wolf's den, because he just beat fucking Jamie Mullarkey, who is a very decent dude. Like, I know these rankings don't mean shit, just what Tapology thinks, but dude, he's a top 50 lightweight, if not fucking top 30. So, who can Naimov fight? Who would make sense for Naimov to fight? Sorry about that. I'm not hating this fight right here. Hoffa, Vince. Then the one that stuck out to me that I think would be a good, like, challenge. Not even a challenge, but a good, like, test. I don't hate this fight with John Makdessi. Like, I know Makdessi is old as fuck and is not very good anymore, but I think it'd be a decent, like, let's see how he can do against a fight. Let's see how Naimov can do in a fight he should win. I don't know why that one was the one that stuck out to me, because I know, like, Davis would be better, Vince would be better, Gordon, fucking a bunch of these fights would be better, but the one that stuck out was Makdessi. I don't know why, it's weird, but yeah, I like that idea. And then for Jamie, coming off a 2-fight winning streak and then getting fucking finished here. Who would he fight? Hernandez is an option if Alex is actually staying at 55. Could give Aliev a test. Clay Guida's always there. We know he's down to fight anyone. Pradwood. Well, no, they already did that fight. My bad. Let me go to page 2, because like, the only one that's sticking out is Aliev, but I feel like that's kind of screwing Jamie over. Dude takes back-to-back short-nose fights against like some new debuting guys, and they give him Aliev. Like, Jesus Christ, that's not fair at all. I will go with Slava Claus. Ooh, Slava would be a fucking good fight, or Machete even, but did Jamie and Slava, well, but would that even be a fight, really? Because Slava Claus is probably just better on feet. You know what, we'll go Ludwig Klein. I think that's a good one. Ludwig was meant to fight tonight, pulled out. Let's go Ludwig and Jamie. I think that's a good one. A step, like, a good bounce back for Jamie that he probably should win. So, we'll go Ludwig Klein. So, overall, I don't agree with the stoppage in the slightest, but okay debut for Naimov. I want to see a little more. And for Jamie, we all know what we're getting with Jamie Mullarkey by now. Never gonna win a title or be ranked, but he'll win and lose some. So, overall, who should they fight next? I like Naimov versus Makdessi, and I like Jamie versus Ludwig Klein. Naimov gets a win against Makdessi, and let's see how he looks in a fight he should easily win. And Jamie and Ludwig Klein sounds fun. So, let's do that shit, man. After that, we head to the second of 2 Tajikistan fighters that stepped in on extremely short notice. And this one didn't get the win, but he still did pretty good, I think. Looked pretty decent. I see why he was so hyped up. As we have John Castañeda versus Muin Gafurov. Really good fight. It was my pick for 5 tonight. It could either be this or the co-main event. This was a great fight. Like, this was a really, really good fight. What do you expect from fucking Castañeda, though? Like, that dude's a fucking killer. Like, he only has bangers, which, that's why I think a lot of people are a fan of Sexy Maxi, because dudes had 5 fights in the UFC. Has any of them been boring? No. So overall, in round 1 and 3, Castañeda just looked better, was a better fighter. Muin had his moments in all 3 rounds, but 1 and 3 were Castañeda's. And in round 2, close round, got a point taken. Muin headbutted him, I believe was what it was, twice, and then got a point taken. So, yeah, if that didn't happen, the fight would still go the same way. But, that was... I apologize. Round 2 was the only close round in the fight, I think. I guess you can give it to Gafurov, but well, whatever. Not like it really matters when 1 and 3 were clear. Overall, it was a great fight. Like, this is definitely a fight I would re-watch if you missed it. It was a very fun fight. A great debut from Muin Gafurov. Dude, I get why he was hyped up, and these picking percentages is still fucking insane to me. Like, I thought he could win, but to be the favorite picking wise is fucking weird. Like, he's good. I'll say that I'm very excited for his next fight on a full camp. Just against Castañeda, short notice. No. Just no. So, overall, great fight. My pick 5 of the night, but again, it could easily be the co-main. And to talk about who they should fight next, I really don't really think I can say anything else without just rambling on at this point. Who could Castañeda fight next? Coming off a nice short nose win. Who could he fight? Well, of course we're back at fucking bantamweight. There's a lot of options here, and this goes to my point from earlier that booking fights here in the higher arc of the division is a lot easier than the lower arc. Who could Castañeda fight? Cody Stamann's an option. Victor Henry would be a fun one. I like that Stamann fight. I think that'd be interesting. Yeah, Stamann or Henry would be good. I'll say Stamann. I think that fight's a little better. Henry, no, I don't know. Like, Stamann's the easier fight. Castañeda easily wins that, but Henry is the more fun fight. But I think you can do something else with Henry, maybe Douglas Silva or some shit. So yeah, I'm gonna go Castañeda and Stamann. I think it just makes a little more sense. And I think that'd be, like I said, that's an easy win for John Castañeda. And to talk about Gafurov, who could he fight? I'm gonna give him a pretty decent second fight, because like I said, I'm going to. I don't know if the UFC is going to. They probably won't. But I will, because I think he should. Like, he's good, man. He's really good. And who could he fight? Well, hell, Madanka would make the most sense, since him pulling out the only reason fucking Gafurov got this fight. So, let's go Mateusz Madanka. Or, I think I said that wrong. Mateusz Madanka. Mendonca. So yeah, let's do that fight. I think that makes the most sense. Again, Gafurov's only here because this motherfucker pulled out. So let's do that. Though, I don't know what the fuck my voice did there. So, overall, really good fight. Definitely a rewatch if you missed. And who should they fight next? I like Castañeda versus Cody Stamann. And I like Gafurov versus Madanka. So I think Castañeda gets another easy win. And Gafurov and Madanka makes most sense and would be a banger. So let's do those fights. Overall, good win for Sexy Maxim, man. After that, we move on to the co-main of the prelims. I don't got much to say here because it's... Yeah, if you didn't see the fight, well, if you did see the fight, you already know what happened, and there's not much to say about it, as we got Dontel Mays versus Andrei Arlovski. It's pretty fucking like it. I talked about it in my breakdown. My one fear of this fight is what happened. So overall, in round 1, Arlovski did win it for 4 minutes and 96 seconds. He just was the better fighter, clipping Mays a couple times, just being better. At the end of the first, Mays landed a Superman punch that hurt Arlovski, but overall, Andrei did still win round 1, I think, and I don't know how you could score any other way. dipshits right here. And then in round 2, Arlovski was starting to hit a little more, slowed down of some, and then Mays hit him with a nice overhand right that sent Arlovski to the ground for some ground and pound after, and Donto Mays gets the win. I'll talk about my big problem with this. Nothing about the fight. Fight went whatever. I'll talk about that in a second. My problem with Mays did, he kicked his feet back, to get dirt off him towards Arlovski. It just some disrespectful shit that should get him slapped, because respect a fucking living legend. Same thing for my same problem with Ihor Petarian after the Shogun fight. Stop doing your stupid fucking taunts. Respect the legends, man. If you were fighting fucking Parker Porter or Jake Collier, and that's fine. But dude, this is Andrei motherfucking Arlovski. Have some respect. But besides that, my biggest fear of this fight did happen. Arlovski's chin got cracked. So it's not something to be mad about or shocked about anymore. It's just fuck again. I don't know. It's just great to see Andrei fight. He didn't get damaged too much. I'm happy the ref did stop it when he did, because he could have let that go on a little more, and it would have sucked to see Arlovski take more damage. So it was great to see Arlovski fight, and he'll be back. So we know he always will be. So yeah, not much to say here. Pretty predictable Arlovski fight. Either boring decision for Arlovski or he gets finished. So yeah, not much to say there. To talk about who they should fight next, I'm not sure. And then this is where the fight ideas get shitty, because holy shit, the bottom of heavyweight is fucking terrible. Oh my god, man. Heavyweight's fucking pathetic. Oh, who could Donto fight next? Maybe Chris Burnett's always a fun option. I think that'd be fun. Alir Latifi makes a lot of sense, I feel. We'll go Alir Latifi, why not? I don't know why Latifi's ranked so high coming off that shit performance against Nascimento. But yeah, we'll go with fucking Latifi, why not? Probably ends in a shitty fight, but whatever, who gives a fuck. It's low-level heavyweight, I don't expect much from it. So yeah. And then for Double A, the legend, who could he fight? He could fight fucking anyone. I guess, who could you put him in there with? If Shamil ain't cut yet, that'd make a lot of... Ooh, did that fight happen? I feel like it fucking did. Yeah, it did. Never mind. You could always have Arlovski fight Boudet or fucking Waldo. I think either of those would make sense. Honestly, I'll tell you this right now. Those are winnable fights for Arlovski. Arlovski and Chris Barnett would be fucking hilarious. Fuck it, let's do that. Let's have fun. Andrei Arlovski versus Chris Barnett. I think that screams entertainment. It'd suck to see Arlovski get KO'd by Chris, but whatever. It'd be fucking... Well, why not? Let's have a legend fight. A legend. So, fuck it, let's do that fight. Why not? So, overall, Arlovski's chin got cracked for 456 times. So, not much to say. Who should they fight next? I like Donto Mays versus Latifi, and let's go Andrei Arlovski versus Chris Barnett. Mays and Latifi, who gives a fuck? And Arlovski and Barnett would be fun. So, not much to say there. And to end the prelims, another fight that I have little to say because it was fucking ungodly boring. And I know seeing this guy and saying that's shocking, but to end our prelims, we got Daniel Santos and Johnny Munoz Jr. Munoz just lay on his back for 15 minutes. The guy his ass beat. He had nothing for Daniel. Literally fucking nothing. Like, round 1 domination. Round 2 could be a 10-8. And round 3 was not even enough. It was over. Johnny had literally nothing for Daniel besides shitty submission attempts. So, not much to say. Munoz is shitty. Like, he did the Paul Craig. Let me lay on my back and crawl to you. Because I can't strike for shit. Get these bums out to you. I don't fucking strike, you pussies. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time on this fight. It's not Daniel Santos' fault. He did nothing wrong. He's really good. Daniel Santos is really good. Just Johnny Munoz they're such different levels from between Daniel and Johnny. It's fucking insane. So it's not even worth talking about more than I have to. So who can they fight next? For Danny, coming off another win, not a good win because again Munoz, but I think we're seeing the promise or the talent of Daniel Santos. I think he is a very good prospect, and I'd like to see him get a decent step up in competition now. And because he got a step down in this one, because going from Castañeda to Munoz was a huge step down. So who could Daniel Santos fight? The fight that stuck out to me was right here. Alatung Haley. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be really fun. Alatung coming off 2 wins in a row. When did this fucking fight happen? I think it'd be a fun fight. These two are dogs. Oh yeah, this did happen on this card, huh? Yeah, these two, Alatung and fucking Daniel, are dogs. Alatung's been out for a good amount of time, so you can do this fight maybe on that Almeida card, or just on a fight night. Would be fun. I think it screams a banger fight, so let's do that fight. And then for Johnny Munoz, I talked about earlier, fucking Blackshear. So not much to say there. So Daniel Santos is a great prospect to keep your eye on. And who can they fight next? I like Daniel Santos versus Alatung Haley, and I like Johnny Munoz versus Blackshear. Like I said, Daniel and Alatung screams banger, and Johnny versus Damon, I talked about earlier. Johnny's trash, easy one for Damon. So, yeah. Underwhelming prelims. I get why they made that the feature prelim. I get why they made that the feature prelim, but fuck was it underwhelming. This should have been the feature prelim. This was the best fight on the prelim. Everything else was kind of underwhelming. This sucked. This was okay. Sucked. Bad stoppage. Predictable. Old Arlovski. Shitty because of this dickhead. Like, I don't know. Underwhelming prelims. The main card really saved this card overall. I'm talking about mainly these 4, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but let's talk about this main card. So, okay prelims, very few ups, mainly downs. And now we go into our main card, which begins with ZDS Zaleski versus Abubakar Nurmagomedov. This was a okay fight, nothing special. But what do you expect from these two? Close fight. I'll definitely say close fight. I scored 29-28 Zaleski. I gave Abubakar round 1. I gave Zaleski 2 and 3. 3 was clear for Zaleski. 2 and 1 were very close. If you say you gave Abubakar 1 and 2, I wouldn't be mad. I don't agree, but I wouldn't be mad. I think Zaleski is just a better fighter in the second, even though the first was pretty decently close. Abubakar is just not good. Like, Khabib didn't even show up for this fight because Abubakar is just shitty. Like, he would be perfect for Bellator or PFL because he's not good, but he had that name. You wanna know why Abubakar Nurmagomedov's in the UFC? It's highlighted, right? I don't know if you can see my highlights and all that, but if you can, it's because his last name is Nurmagomedov. This dude's not good. Like, he'll beat Jared Gooden and Gadzio Magadziev, but he's not gonna beat Zaleski. And I don't know how he didn't beat David Zawaba. David Zawaba is trash. But yeah, Abubakar's just not good. Like, he'll win? He can win fights. And this was a close fight. Again, if you gave him it, I don't hate the idea. But overall, Zaleski's just a better fighter, and it showed. And talk about Zaleski coming off a year-long layoff, getting off the juice, or however long he was even on it. He looked good. He does seem like he is slowing down. I don't think this is the same guy that looked great against BSD and was on like a very good welterweight. But he still seems like he can go to a point. Like, the age is definitely a worry, and popping at this age for roids is questionable. But overall, I think he looked alright. Good comeback fight against decent competition. He looked alright. He looked alright is all I can really say. And again, Abubakar is Abubakar. Like, you know what you're getting. So, who can they fight next? I think there's a lot of fun fights for Zaleski because welterweight's really good, especially at the place that Zaleski is in. So who could he fight? Got some fun names I got in mind, but let me see. Ooh, that fight's intriguing as fuck. Matt Brown and Zaleski? Ooh, I fuck with that. Who did I think Matt Brown should fight after the the Court McGee fight? I don't remember who I said he should fight. Was it Tim Means? Might have been. No, it's Ponzinibbio now. Never mind, I forget what I'm saying. I like that fight more. Zaleski. Oh man, this is a bitch fight. I don't know. Like, Gunner, fucking Chaos, I heard. Jake Matthews is an option. Oxmorono? Like, I don't know. There's some good fights, but I don't know which one I like the most. So I'll just say you got a lot of options. Like, I like this one. Like, I like Matt Brown. I like Ponzinibbio against each other, or either against Zaleski. I would like. So we'll see what happens. I don't really have a fight for Zaleski, if I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of good options, just I don't know which one I'm fucking with the most. So yeah, I know that's kind of a cop-out, lame, but I'd rather not give you a fight than give you a fight I'm not happy with. So, you know, there you go. And for Abubakar, who could he fight? I could give him Kanan Song so he can get a quick win there. Yeah, fuck it, give him Kanan Song if he ain't cut. Like, let Abubakar get a win against Kanan. So, yeah, let's do that fight. I don't know, why not? I think it makes sense. You can do that 281, get Abubakar a nice pop and win, and it's there. So, or not 281, whatever the Islam card's gonna be. So 295, I believe. No, 4. Yeah, I believe 4. So, cause that's gonna be in Fight Island. So yeah, you do that. So overall, good fight to open main card, and happy to see Zaleski back. And who should they fight next? I like Zaleski versus. I'm not. There's many good ideas, like said Matthews, Chaos, etc. So you got good options. I just don't know which one's the best. And for Abubakar, Kanan Song, give him an easy one. So, not much to say on that one. Sorry, I don't know if that was loud. I just hit the laptop a little bit. But after that, we move into the time of the main card. This is one of the card that's best. These 4 fights. So let's begin with a fight that I got not much to say, but I feel like there is a good amount to say at the same time. We have Karine Silva versus Ketlen Souza. Ow, my fucking knee. Yeah, not much to say here. Karine took her down and snapped her fucking knee in half. Ow! Karine's a fucking beast, dude. Like, she is fucking good. And I feel bad for women's 125 because they gotta deal with Karine and Natalia Silva. Though that could be a fucking title fight one day. Those two are looking fucking amazing. Like, I don't think Karine's looking as good as Natalia, but still, she's looking fucking good. So, respect to her, man. She's only 2 fights, not as much, and against a lot weaker competition. Still, she's looking fucking good. And then for Ketlen, how the fuck was she Invicta champ? She sucks ass. She looked lost on the ground, and she got her knee exploded. So, yeah, man, not much to say on this one. Karine got robbed of a bonus, might I add. In fucking 1 minute 45 seconds, she pops Ketlen's fucking knee, and she doesn't get a bonus. Come on, man, get fucking real. But whatever. Now it's time to talk about who she should fight next. You have some good options. Knowing the UFC, they're gonna give her another fucking easy fight, because for some reason you gotta win like 6 fights before you actually get a hard fight. So who could she fight? I'm gonna give her an actually good fight. Maria Morozov? I like that fight. I don't hate that fight. Not seeing right anything else I fuck with. Again, you always do Aldrich, Antonina, the usual, but I'm fucking a Morozov fight. So yeah, let's do that fight. So yeah, let's do that. And then for Ketlen, I can give her a fight. Yeah, she's gonna be off for what, a year? Dude, her legit. If you missed it, I don't know if you wanna watch it because her knee fucking moved and forgot. She ain't walking right for a long time, so I won't give Ketlen a fight idea. She'll, of course, she's not gonna get cut or anything, but once she gets flight booked, I'll break it down. So, overall, Karine Silva's a fucking gangster, and woman's 125 has some real issues to worry about. And who should she fight next? Because there's only one. I like Karine Silva versus Maria Morozov. Good step up. The fight's not gonna happen. They're gonna give her fucking who the fuck would make some? Who knows? Fucking Victoria Leonardo. So I don't know. Good one for Karine. Should've got a bonus, and my god, is she fucking good. So good one for Karine. After that, the fight that made me the happiest of them, well, tied for happiest, because I'm so happy for this guy. Even if it wasn't a great fight, I don't care. I'm so fucking happy for him. As we got Tim Elliott versus Victor Altamirano. I'm so fucking happy for Tim Elliott, man. After all that bullshit, somehow fighting, he shows up, beats up Victor Altamirano easily, and gets the win. You love to see it. Could not happen to a dude who deserves it more. Overall, to break down the fight, it's not much. It was pretty much Tim on top for 15 minutes, and the lowest striking we saw, Altamirano just kicked him in the fucking face, to be honest with you. If I'm gonna be honest, it was not a good fight. It was a pretty bad performance by Tim, but I'm gonna let all that slide. I don't want, Tim shit on his performance in the post-fight. I don't think he should. After all the shit he went through, for him to show up, let alone fight and win, goat shit. So I'm so happy for him to get this win. He deserves it, and good shit. For Victor, not much to say. He stepped in on short notice after fighting not long ago, and Victor's a dog. Victor's a dog, but he's not. We know he's lovable. He's never gonna be ranked, but he'll win some, he'll lose some. Same thing as James Mullarkey. He's a dog, but he's a dog that's never gonna win that belt. I really catch that bone. So, yeah. I'm happy Victor did step in because Al Nascimento would have subbed Elliott with how he looked tonight. So I'm happy. I'm happy that happened. So yeah. Unless I'm forgetting something to say, who could they fight next? Tim gets a win. He's still ranked at flyweight pretty high. It's kind of crazy that he's ranked so fucking high. But who can he fight? I would say Alex Perez, but motherfucker's never actually gonna fight Matt Schnell. Just put off his fight with Dave Dvorak. I think that makes sense. Sumadarji is an option. I've seen people say Muhammad Mukayev. I don't like that idea. Like, dude, why feed Tim to fucking Muhammad Mukayev? Dude, that's not cool at all. Like, that's just fucked up. Like, why would you want to fucking do that? Like, Muhammad Mukayev is fucking scary. I guess Matt Schnell. Like, I think that'd be a fun one. Those two would scrap. Perez, again, another option, but that little bitch ain't ever actually gonna fight, so yeah, let's go Matt Schnell. I think that would make a lot of sense. So yeah, let's do it. Tim Elliott and Matt Schnell. And then for Victor Altamirano, okay. You could give him a little bit of a easier fight now. Like for doing that stepping and shit, you could give him a little bit lighter of a fight, like Malcolm Gordon or fucking something like that. We'll go. I hate this motherfucker. Charles Johnson. Even though, dude, if motherfucking Altamirano just got out wrestled by Elliott, he'll probably get the same thing happen to him to Charles. But fuck it, let's do that fight. Charles Johnson and Victor Altamirano. I think it makes sense. Might be a decent fight, so let's do it. Not much more to say there. Overall, I'm so happy for Tim Elliott. He deserves it. And who should they fight next? I like Tim Elliott versus Matt Schnell. And let's do Victor Altamirano versus Charles Johnson. The last thing I can say, fuck Gina Mazzani and Kevin Chrome. Bang. After that, we head into the holy shit moment of the night, and my god, Jim Miller amazing. As we got Jim Miller versus Jesse Butler. He killed this fucking kid. Holy fuck. I feel so bad for this kid because he did not deserve that. He did not deserve to get his fucking dome beat. That was fucked up what he did to him. For real, man. That's fucked. 23 fucking Butler, they both were fucking trading punches. Miller connected a beautiful fucking left and just sent Butler crumbling to the ground out cold. Holy shit, Jim Miller. He is a living motherfucking legend. Like, my god. Could this dude be any better? Like, just wow. Just fucking wow. Again, Jesse Butler is a can, and on 2 days' notice, but my god, Jim Miller. Holy fuck, my guy. That is insane what he just did. Dude, he didn't take damage. He'll probably fight one more time this year before UFC 300. That's insane. Like, that's literally insane. He has to retire at UFC 300. Like, he has 2 more fights. 1 more this year and then UFC 300. Dude, like, nothing else would make sense, so. Yeah, and I guess who can they fight? Who will Jim Miller fight? I won't waste my time with Butler, who cares? Who can Jim Miller fight next? You could have booked that Gordon fight, but I don't really care for it. Nazareth's always an option. Like, you got options. Fucking Michael Johnson. I don't know if that fight's ever happened, but I think that's a good fight to happen because Like, those two are super OGs. So, yeah, no, you got a lot of options. I would say Michael Johnson. I think that would be a great fight. Two OGs doing what OGs do best, scrap. Which we'll talk about that in a second. But, yeah, unless that fight's happened, which I don't think it did happen. Yeah, let's do that fight. Michael Johnson and Jim Miller. That screams banger. So, not much more to say there. Overall, holy shit moment of the night, and mad respect to Jim Miller, dude, the fucking legend. So, not much to say. I'd like to see Jim Miller fight Michael Johnson. Maybe there's a better fight I'm not thinking of, but I'll go with that one. Oh, let him beat up Paddy Pimblett, even. Fuck. that'd be the great. That should be UFC 300. My God, that'd be beautiful. But yeah, I would say Michael Johnson, but you never know. So, holy shit, Jim Miller is amazing. Fucking legend. 2 fights left. We just hit the hour mark. Let's talk about the co-main event of the evening. A great fight. Also, contender 5 tonight actually did win in the UFC. I would have gave it to Castañeda, but this could take it too. We have Alex Caceres versus Daniel Pineda. Great fight. These two are dogs. To break down the fight, in round 1, Caceres was better on the feet. Took the round. In round 2, Pineda just held Alex down for the full round. And then round 3, Alex just picked apart Pineda to win the fight 29-28. Great fight, not at all what I expected. And I don't know what happened in round 2. Caceres just kind of fell asleep at the wheel, but woke back up in the third. Like, Caceres, like, I said in my breakdown, I'm so happy for Alex that he is actually waking up now and fighting at a high level, looking great, winning now. In his last, like, since his first winning streak started before he used to fight, like, the dude is just a fucking beast. Like, this dude in his last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His last 8, he's only lost the 1 against Sadiq Yusuf in a fight he didn't look bad in. Again, these names ain't great. Like, bitch. But then you got great comeback. Juicy J's a dog. Pineda's a dog. Hooper's young Hooper. Like, I'm so happy for Bruce Leroy, man. He could not have been a better guy, and he's climbed them rankings, man. He's ranked, 15th? He deserves to fight up, man. I'll talk about who in a second, but he deserves a rankings fight. And for Daniel Pineda, not much to say. He should not win this fight. He didn't win this fight, but he showed heart. That's all you expect from Daniel Pineda. I'm done underestimating Pineda. Dude's a dog. I thought he was a little bitch. He's a dog. So, good for him. Who should they fight next? This is the first time I'm actually using this for it. Well, no, my bad. I just used it for Elliott. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Second time. So who could Bruce Leroy fight? I love this Edson fight. It was after I said this fight for after the Juicy J fight. I think it's beyond genius. They're not gonna do it, but could you imagine? He could fight the winner of Ige Landwehr. I don't like either of these two. Please, do Alex Caceres versus Edson Barboza. Please. That'd be amazing. That just sounds like a fucking MMA wet dream. Fuck. Like, could you imagine that fight? It might not go well for Caceres, I won't lie. But fuck, would it not be an amazing fight to watch? Oh, Christ. So, yeah. And then for Daniel Pineda, who can he fight? They're gonna give him a dog fight, but who? Has he fought Darren Elkins? Ooh, Charles Jordan. No, Jordan deserves a better fight than that. Julian Erosa. Juicy J and Daniel Pineda. I like that fight. Juicy J coming off 2 losses now. Pineda, the dog. That'd be a dog fight. Let's do that. Juicy J and Pineda makes a lot of sense in my opinion. And unless it happened, which I highly doubt it actually fucking happened, I like the idea of Pineda and Julian Erosa. I think that'd be an amazing scrap between 2 dogs. I don't know if it goes well for Juicy J. We know that chin is very broken. But, yeah, if this hasn't happened before, do that fucking fight. Yeah, do it. I like the idea. So, overall, great fight, great co-main between 2 OGs, as Pineda put it. And who should they fight next? I like Alex Caceres versus Edson Barboza, aka I like MMA. And I like Daniel Pineda versus Julian Erosa. So, but again, Caceres and Barboza, please. That could be a fight night main event. I would not complain. And then Pineda and Juicy J will light up any arena, anytime. So, let's do that shit. And now to talk about the main event of the evening. A fight I was not super excited for, but it was okay in execution. And I'll talk about the elephant in the room in a minute. I know you're already yelling the one word. I'll talk about it in a minute. And our main event I'm talking about, of course, is Amir Albazi versus Kai Kara France. Well, I talk about the elephant in the room first. Sure, was it a robbery? Watching it live, I did not think so. I think it's a very close fight. The only round I would say is clear is round 4. That round was clear for Kai Kara France. Besides that, 1 through 3 I think can go either way. 5, very close. No, actually, I'll take it back. 4 and 5, I think, were Kai's rounds. Like, I remember 5 the best because it was the last round. That was Kai's round for sure, I think. 4 was Kai's for sure. 1 through 3 is where you get interesting. And I think that's where the big problem comes in. Because those rounds were dead close. It might come down to round 1, to be honest. Because I think 4 and 5 were Kai's, 2 and 3 were Albazi's. Round 1 is the closest round. And I wish I had the stat. Should I get the stats up? That's the round. Actually, I know how to get the stats up. That's the round where you start to question, well, who won? Because I feel like people ain't breaking it down like that. I feel like people are just breaking it down as, well, I think, and in a minute, I think you gotta look at it this way. 2 and 3 were Albazi's, 4 and 5 were Kai's. What round, who do you give round 1? Maybe the stats are gonna make me look stupid right here, but I'm gonna say round 1 was dead even. Because I remember watching it live thinking, yeah, Kai probably took it, but was it clear for Kai? Like, I don't know. I don't know if my mouse is blinking like that in the recording, and just on my screen it's blinking. I'm trying to see these. I don't know if it's gonna show round by round stats, but still, it will still be a good thing to determine. Like, I know I didn't come prepared, shocker. Like, I'm trying to remember round 1. It was close, but I do think Kai did take it. And then 2 and 3 were mirrors. Well, no, actually, I gave Kai round 2 live, but yeah, if you just to make it even, I'll say 2 and 3 were mirrors. Okay, round 1. I don't know if this is actually good. The UFC site dog shit. Yes. Yeah, the UFC site's fucking dog shit. Well, thanks for no help. Overall, like, I'm gonna have to rewatch this, and maybe if this, after I'm done with the recording, I'll bring up the stats. Oh no, here we go. Okay, so 20 to 12, 13 to 6. That really is a good look for Kai, man. Like, round 2, 17 to very close there. Yeah, round 2 was very close. And then this, yeah, that round 4 is not close. 37, 18, 30. Ooh. Man, all of these stats just make Kai look like the fucking winner, to be honest. Well, round 3 of the round, Amir almost got that RNC. Dude, I don't know, this is such an... it's annoying that we can't just have a fucking close fight. Like, why can't we just say, it was a close fight, you can score it anyway? When was the last fight you actually heard people say that for? I can't remember it. I think it happens a lot. I think we are looking at it right now. Fuck. I don't know. I'm gonna rewatch this fight, maybe. I don't fucking know. It's annoying. I'll say that. I think I'm gonna rewatch this fight tomorrow, Sunday, and give a full opinion. And, I'll probably make a tweet about it or some shit. But for right now, I'll say this. I'm not mad at the decision, and I think I think it could go either way. So, I'll go to the last part of this fight breakdown, or recap, my bad. Who do they fight next? That I don't fucking... For Kai, you might have a good answer. For Amir, I don't fucking know. Because for Amir, he asked for a title shot, that's not gonna happen. Because Royval's next, and I don't think Royval's gonna fight Amir. Figgy? But Figgy should not even be fighting at 125. But like, if you look at it like here, he's fighting for the belt. He just beat him. He's fighting for the belt next. He's coming off a loss. He sucks. He's a 35er. I don't know what you do. Do you do Albazi and Royval? But why would Royval take that fight knowing he's next? Would Amir wait for till what? Probably early next year to be a backup? Well, actually, would Amir wait till later this year to be a backup for the winner of Moreno, Pantoja, and Royval? I don't know. It's kind of turning into a clusterfuck, which wouldn't have happened if Kai won. So, I don't know. It's fucking annoying. And for Kai, who does he fight next? Well, let's say he drops. He's already lost to Royval. So let's say he drops to 5th. Let's say they move him down to 5th, Royval to 3rd, and Amir to 4. Nicolau? Or Manel Cop? Actually, Manel Cop would make a lot of sense. Because okay, this is what I would do. I would do Amir Albazi, Davison Figueiredo, and I would do Kai Kara France, Manel Cop. Cop is meant to fight Figgy. Let's scrap that. Amir, Figgy, Kai, Cop. I don't see any other fights for... The only other fight for Kai I see is Nicolau, and I really don't see the point of that. Nicolau, I'd rather see him fight, I don't know, somebody. Maybe get him, this dickhead, or Schnell, Elliott, someone like that. So, I would rather see Kai and Cop, that'd be a banger, and then Albazi and Figgy, boom, is there you go. So, yeah, overall, a fine main event, and who should they fight next? I like Amir Albazi versus Davison Figueiredo, and I like Kai Kara-France versus Manel Cop. Fuck, there we go. So, that's what I have to say for every fight that happened on UFC Vegas 74. So, now to do the usual shit on picks. As you can see, I went 8 of 13, 3 perfect, 490. That's fine. The ones I got wrong, I'm not mad at. Like, it happens. The bonuses were 5 of the night, Caceres and Pineda. Bronze bonus to Miller and Naimov. I agree. If I were doing the bonuses, I would give 5 of the night to Castañeda and Gafurov, but Caceres and Pineda work also. And I would give Karine Silva a bonus over Naimov. Besides that, for a cursed card like this one was, as you see here, for it to turn out as it did, still have 13 fights, still be okay, I'm not mad. So, it's okay. It's a good, okay card to come back to. And as we head into UFC 289 next week, which is falling apart by the fucking minute, like, let me just pull that card up right now, because that card's falling apart by the goddamn minute. I think we're to 11 fights now. Like, I'm excited for this card, but fuck is it falling apart. So hopefully, like, I don't know, hopefully we still have a card by next week. So overall, hope you enjoyed the video. You'll hear from me next week for a breakdown and recap of UFC 289, 1 p.m. EST on Friday for the breakdown, Sunday, 1 p.m. EST for the recap. And unless I'm forgetting something to say, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me how you did on picks, what you saw with the card, anything and everything. I hope you enjoyed actually watching something and not just hearing my voice, so I can stop hearing about that. I'm kidding. I didn't do this for that reason. I did it because I wanted to do this. I'm just need to find something I did. So I'm happy I did. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, sub, 100 subs by the end of the year. And as always, fuck. Hour 15. RX. Out. No more comments about a black screen, please.